Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since you've seen a video from me in some actual physical work on the projects. What can I say? Stuff happens. I had a little troll make a comment about saying doing a lot of talking but not a lot of work, and I thought that was quite hilarious. And I looked at their profile and they don't have anything on their channel. Not even a project, nothing. I think it's hilarious. But anyway, I did go and here, so you get out of that sun. Anyway, we moved the trailer out of the way because we went and picked up a free engine. The guy just wanted it out of the garage. He had no use for it, but anyway, here it is. We've been having so many days of rain the past several days. It's been insane. We thought we were going to have to build an ark. And, anyway, there it is. He said it was running before they pulled it, but somebody kept the exhaust manifold and intake. I got to do some scraping right in here. I got in between the alternator bracket and the block itself, and see exactly what this is. But it is early to mid 60s. It still has the points, which is good. I'm going to be using that distributor as well, and whatnot. So, but anyway, I think it might be a 170, but we'll have to. Well, you know what? We can do that right now. All I got to do is find a skinny enough stick to. Here, let's put the old light on. Huh. It's a 225. That's good. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter what size engine, they're all good to me. But another 225 with points. That's what that, I don't know if you can see it down in there very well. It says B225. Anyway, so that's good. But today was the first day that all the crap cleared up out of the sky, and we actually had sun all day. I had to work this morning 6 to 3, but anyway, so there's that. Of course, you guys already know I got the rat rod stuff, and I'll be probably anchoring that and the front end to the I got some extra chain and a couple padlocks. I'll be anchoring it around that tree there just to be on the safe side. But there's always somebody home here at the house, so, and if somebody wants to be stupid enough and get past the signs. Matter of fact, we'll just show you the sign. Yep. Posted. We got the professional legal sign posted, and then the novelty sign here. Warning, if you can read this, you're within range. And a couple of Halloween skulls stuck on a couple old deer antlers. You get the idea. So anyway, so yeah, tomorrow I was set up for being off Friday, which I still am, but we're not going to be able to go to me and Jim's buddy Jack up north of past Branson to his the guy that's helping me put together our rat rod parts to make a shell. Or I'm going to go with a roadster body. I think. Oh, here, let me take that flash light off there. Anyway, I think if I remember correctly, Jim said it would be 30, 31, 32, somewhere in there, roadster body. But should rough estimate $500 for the entire shell. I'm putting the quarter. I got to buy the quarter panels, the cowl, all that stuff, the doors, put it together, weld it up, which is no big deal. I can do all that. Some odds and ends of body work, welding. And then my understanding is since this has the suicide front end done up, and this is a homemade, this is somebody did box tubing with this frame in an original late 20s Model A cross member. They're gonna, I think they said that we're gonna have to extend the frame and then Z it, or you know, S shape it, or whatever, however you want to do. You know, you come from here and come straight up and then back, or you can do it in and then down at an angle and back, something like that. So it'll fit the body that we're going to be putting on this, and then we're going to do that. And then, like I said, I'm putting that shell together, so that'll be. I'm gonna have to start working on this pretty soon, and then I'll be back to cover that back up to keep, because I don't think we got any more rain for a while, but I still want to cover that up and whatnot. I'm gonna get out here and start working on this in the mornings when it's nice and cool out. Still have a fan down here just in case there's bugs or something, but start getting this cleaned up, getting it ready. Had a heck of a time trying to get the pickup truck oil pan for my Slant 6. You would think that all the thousands upon thousands of trucks out there that came out of the factory with Slant 6s, that there would be those oil pans that have the rear sump to the back of the pan instead of in the middle like the passenger cars do. But they're out there. A buddy of mine said that he checked with his buddy at another Mopar salvage yard east of Springfield. He says that the guy didn't find any, but he didn't really look real hard. So, but anyway, I found a guy online. I guess somehow he bought a Dodge dealership that got closed down years ago, and it had a whole bunch of parts still in the parts part of the building, and he took photos of it. And because the reason I know that there's scammers out there that can't, I always ask, especially for them oil pans, hey, can you send me a couple snapshots? You know, when they say, oh yeah, I got one for sale. Okay, well, send me a couple pics. And what's funny is you can tell that they're scammers because they can't send any pics, because I've already looked on the internet, inside out, front, backwards, sideways, everything, and I think there might be like one photo on For A Bodies Only of a pickup truck pan. There's nothing else on the internet. No photos, nobody, unless somebody posts a video or photo of their truck, you know, like on a Facebook group that specializes in Dodge trucks or something. It's not out there. So this guy says, I think I have a pan, but I have to go look. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's NOS stuff that was left over at the dealership, and I don't know how long this dealership has been closed down for, but evidently he got back in touch with me, and he's got an NOS bare metal Slant 6 truck oil pan for me, with shipping. I think he said $150 altogether, and so I'm supposed to be buying that off him tomorrow. Send him money through PayPal, stuff like that. And then what I'm going to do is, I think, because there's going to be probably a demand for them, I'm going to take measurements, and I'm going to start taking some, since there's so many passenger car oil pans out there that nobody wants, I think I'm going to start converting some of the oil pans into pickup truck pans, just so they're out and about, in case somebody like myself is scouring the internet for one. Then they can contact me, and I can sell one to them that I made that's exact and fits their engine. But anyway, so Like I said, work schedules all over the place, weather, insane weather patterns, days upon days, and we just had about 5 days, days and night, nothing but rain, heavy downpours, possible chance of severe weather, all that stuff. And so yeah, that was a no-go. But anyway, I wanted to show you something else. I found this searching around in the lawn and garden area, where back in the back aisle where they have those. Well, I don't know if you can see it in there. See that big rectangular box? That is a 10 by 20 Max AP gazebo canopy with actual steel tubes. That's going to be going out here temporary in the front yard right over here. And then what we got to do is I got to get the, since this is the flattest part of the yard over on this half, I'm going to get the dart and bring it over here just enough, park it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the truck, push it out, roll it down, stop, get my mom's truck, pull it up past the mailbox, and then we're going to let it coast back in here and park on the flat. And then we got to go bring the engine hoist up here, probably in pieces, and reassemble it. Do a real quick job of doing it anyway. Today this whole area got full sun, so it's not like mud anymore, and it's starting to dry up. But that's the worst thing to try to do. And I've got boards, and I've got heavy duty sheets of sheet metal roofing and stuff. We got old sheets of that laying around that I can put out here, and I got some old scrap regular sheet metal we can put out here, so that engine hoist can roll around back and forth instead of the wheels burrowing down into the soft soil and getting stuck. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play musical chairs with the engines and stuff. We're going to take the Slant 6 out of this and get it out, get it on the engine stand, do what I need to do to the little modifications to it, like I did my mom's engine with the oil restrictor plug. Then once that's done, hopefully the oil pan will show up in a few days. Get the engine done up, and while we're waiting on that, we'll be taking the engine out of this, and I'll be selling the transmission. It's got a automatic 727 with racing shift kit in it, Kevlar bands. So I'm going to be selling that to help fund the turnaround and sell and fund the projects. And then that 318 is coming out. I'm stripping it down, and then go through it, make sure the journals aren't all scratched up on the crank and on the rods and all that, and the bearings and the cam bearings and all that. Gonna take the cam out of there, clean it up, clean up the lifters. There's nothing wrong with the lifters. They're perfectly good. And I'll dissect each lifter, clean it out, put it back together with some clean oil, and turn around and sell this lightly, basically a lightly modified 340 cam out of this 318. I'll sell that. And then I want to put a lopier cam in the 318, and then the 318 is going to go in the Dart. And hopefully tomorrow, since we're not going to be able to go to the Rat Rod guy's place, my buddy Aaron from Springfield has a running V8 904 automatic to go in the Dart, and then that'll bolt up to the 318. And then he's also got a late 60s, early 70s A-body 7 1/4 rear end in really good shape, and that 7 1/4 is going to go towards the rear end for the Rat Rod. So it was $100 or $150 for altogether. I think it was for the transmission's $50, the rear end's $100, and but yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to make an effort, and like I said, I can only do so much with little to no garage. you know, carport, whatever you want to call it, makeshift carport. And I think I pretty well covered everything. So we can get this truck back running. Let my mom have her truck back, because we've both been using it for me to go to work and she hasn't really been able to do anything. So she needs her truck back. But anyway, and then we're going to try to focus on, for a backup vehicle, I'm going to talk to my mom. She needs to get on these seats and get these seats fixed for the Valiant so we can start driving the Valiant. But that car is only going to be taken out on nice days like today. No rain, no snow, no nothing like that. And we're going to attempt to get the old 96 rear-wheel drive XJ running. I went out and checked it and put some oil in the cylinders and stuff, and it turns over, but it's still not wanting to start up. I think we're going to have that new computer brain reflashed for this specific Jeep, because the new one that we got from off of the mailman, his wife's Jeep is the exact same year, make, model, everything, but I think the problem is, which is dumb, they only flash them computer boxes for your specific VIN number of your vehicle. So I guess, you know, if you have air conditioning, all kinds of other stuff, all kinds of other gizmos that the vehicle come with, that computer that has to work that particular system. So unfortunately, that's probably going to be a minimum of, we paid $150 for that box. It still didn't start. It just cranks over. Then probably have to spend another $275 to send it off and have it reflashed, and hopefully it works. Otherwise, my mom's going to end up selling it, because we're just tired of dealing with it. We've replaced everything. I just replaced the camshaft positioning sensor on it. Still didn't make a difference. It's not getting spark, and it's all got to do with that. That's why I hate these computerized systems. Sensor for a sensor for a sensor, that sort of thing. But when it runs great, and it's got a lot of power and everything for a Jeep, you know. But I went through and chased down every possible gremlin out of that electrical system. Any loose wires, you know, bad sensors. So the only thing that I can think of, it's even got a brand new fuel pump. Damn, the bugs are out tonight after all that rain. But yeah, that's the only thing we can think of, is the every sensor has been replaced on that Jeep, from the O2 sensors, the intake temperature sensor, the map sensor, everything. So it's got to be that computer box. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, just stay tuned. I'm trying to do what I can and go from there. And tomorrow's payday, so I might be able to send off and get those rebuild kits for the 2 carburetors, so I can get that engine cleaned up and stuff like that, and hopefully maybe eventually just do a quick compression test, oil pressure test, to see what kind of according to Jim, that engine came out of it was out of a vehicle, and it was running, and it had only like 30 some thousand miles on the engine, and he said it ran and purred just fine. But before I put it in anything, I want to make sure it's got new gaskets and it's got a new front and rear seal in it, so I don't want leaks all over the place. So but anyway, but I think that's it. So I know I rambled on quite a bit, but I just wanted to bring you up to speed what's going on, play musical chairs of these vehicles, get these engines swapped out before it gets, because I need this truck running before winter. And then unfortunately, I can just do what I can do all through the fall until it just gets way too cold out here to work on anything, and then go in for the winter, and then wait for spring, come back out when the temperatures are halfway decent, and start working on this stuff again. So, but anyway, till next time, later.